This is Mason. He's going to talk a little bit today. Outspoken brother came to speak up, as many of us should be here right now. There should be 1,000 just like him, but we got one, so praise God for the one that will ask the hard question. And if I could, you can just look right at it, or
Sure.
just however you're comfortable. When did you decide to come here today?
I have been planning this for a while. I was here the day when they first brought the charges back about, I think, 2.5, 3 months ago.
Yes, sir.
So I had made plans that day to come out here.
Okay. Did you come just a month ago and for that?
I did not, sir.
Okay.
Didn't make it.
Okay. Well, this is a little bit bigger thing, because I think it was just because it was suspended last time. But how did you intend to talk to the man you did today? Or?
I did not. That was just an opportunity. I came out and I was looking for someone I knew. Jim Ziegler, I know, state auditor. I've met him before. We worked on Dean Young's campaign down in South Alabama for Congress.
Yeah.
And so now he's been elected. In fact, he's, I believe, our only elected state official who bothered to show up today to these proceedings, which says a lot for our elected officials. I was looking for him and found him, and I had asked who that was that the press was interviewing, and he told me who it was, and I had to sit in the mezzanine. Didn't get here early enough to sit in the gallery.
Right.
So anyway, I was not able to see much of the screen, so everybody on there was just a blur. I didn't really get to see him. So when he told me who he was, I wanted to speak to him, give him my 2 cents.
And you spoke about the 10th Amendment. Can you explain to people that may not fully understand
Absolutely.
What is the 10th Amendment?
The 10th Amendment states in the Constitution that any powers that are not expressly granted to the Fed are given to the states and the people. They're reserved for the states and the people. Marriage, not only the word marriage, but the institution of marriage is not mentioned even one time in the Constitution. So any arguments for or against are neither constitutional nor unconstitutional.
Okay.
It's Congress shall not make any law because it's not their business. This is purely a states' rights issue. And to kind of drive that point home, when you get a marriage license, who gives it to you, or who sells it to you? Is it the Fed or is it the state?
Well, you go to the county clerk general. That would.
Right, but it's a state marriage license.
Yeah.
Okay. The state is the one. It's the county that issues it, based on your payment.
Right.
So you're paying for it.
Yes,
you're paying for the privilege that God gives to us.
That's right.
Okay, but the way that the Constitution was written. All right, I understand if the state wants to get involved, and if there are states out there that want this kind of garbage going on, more power to them. My state, Alabama, does not. We voted overwhelmingly. I believe it was in '96.
Yes.
I want to say it was 86% of the vote to vote against same-sex marriage.
Right.
And this is just an absolute travesty.
Yeah. So, I think that's all.
Well,
That's very
that's
good.
fine. I enjoyed this.